Hey guys, MultiClassicGamer here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Ninjabread, man. Sorry about that, I had a little burp there because I'm actually drinking Pepsi right now that's been in the freezer for, well, I shouldn't say freezer, it's actually been in the refrigerator for an hour now. Anyways, here we are. We're moving on to the second level Ninjabread, man, Lollipop Forest. This is basically where we get into the core of the game, which is basically after the tutorial level that is literally 25% of the game. So as you can see, few differences between, this level and the previous level. We now have a bunch of counters on the screen, including our HP on the top, and also we have a life system. So you have 3 lives, which is what you start off with. And we also have, as you can see, 10 hearts available, 10 units of health in the form of hearts available on the top of the screen. But the game starts you off with 5. There is actually a specific reason for this, and that's when you kill enemies, they will drop hearts, so that you can fill up your HP each time you kill enemies. And also, on top of that, if you get 10 hearts, and this is how you actually gain lives, if you get 10 hearts, the game will actually give you another life, and it will start your health counter back at 5 hearts. So it's kind of a weird way it works, but I thought it's okay. Can't really complain about that. Gaining an extra life every time you get your HP full. I thought that was pretty cool. So you can't really complain about the health in this game, except for the fact that the enemies are really unfair, unless you stick to using the move that I'm using, the one where you throw the ninja stars. Because, let me tell you, doing this is not going to help you. Because watch how much I'm going to struggle attacking this enemy using the sword. Okay, well, actually I didn't struggle right there, but let's see. Because you're almost guaranteed to take a hit because of how slow this thing is. Because your Wiimote might not read the, register you using it for a second there. Like, see right there. Like, for some reason it wasn't moving there. I was actually swinging the Wiimote, violently, and it still didn't register. That's why this thing is not really reliable. I find this long range move to be a lot more reliable. So stick to using this. And if you start having problems with the, the camera, then just turn it off for a second, then start using it again. And as you can see, I just picked up something that caused something to happen over there. This is basically what you're going to be doing in each of the 3 levels of this game. You basically go around and you collect 8 of these plutonium things, or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called exactly. You guys can clarify for me in the comments, even though by the time you see the first episode's Let's Play, I'm literally going to have this entire LP recorded. No joke. I'm recording this entire thing on Friday, October 4th night. So whatever stuff you guys tell me, it's only going to be, useful for those who view this LP in the future, just saying. Alright, so since I'm going to be doing 1 level per episode and completing each level per episode, that means that, these next 3 episodes might be a little bit longer than the first episode, which was only 8 minutes, because it's literally how long it takes you to get through the, tutorial level at most. Okay, so these enemies right here are the most annoying. These are the enemies that basically shoot something at you. I don't know what that is, actually. They shoot some kind of darts at you or something, but anyways, these enemies, you need to hit them from long range, because you're guaranteed to take hits if you even attempt to use this whole swing and Wiimote thing, which again I do not recommend for any form of combat at all, because as long as you use this for all the enemies, as long as they don't use it before they catch up to you, then you're not going to take any damage. You might take 1 hit from attacking the those slices of cake that shoot darts at you, but other than that, you should have no problem at all with the enemies that are better at short range combat. So that is basically why I do not recommend using the swinging your sword, because that just it's just delayed to the point where it's just not reliable at all, and your chances are you're gonna die using it. So as you can see, my health meter is at its highest point right now, so that means if I get 1 more heart from an enemy, I will have 4 lives instead of 3. And now, here's something else that people complain about that really they shouldn't be complaining about. Is whenever you die in this game, you have to start over the level. I mean the entire level. You have to collect the plutoniums and everything all over again. Unless, this is what they don't tell you, this is what the reviewers do not say at all, is that you can collect these things. This right here, my friends, is a checkpoint. Checkpoints are not mentioned by any of the reviewers that I've seen. So, there are some good things about this game that the reviewers tend to leave out just for the sake of, you know, making this look like a terrible game. And it is not the best game in the world, I will say that. In fact, it's a game I would not recommend to those who, you know, prefer more hardcore type games, because this is not by any means meant for, you know, that kind of audience. So if you're one of those kinds of people, I would not recommend picking up this game, because you will be highly disappointed by the short length of it, no doubt. I mean, even if you get past the, you know, the bad controls and the camera and stuff, because I'm going to teach you guys that, then you really, you know, just should not pick up this game at all. But if you're really curious, go ahead. Okay, so I pretty much explained how to get past the, you know, problems with the sword, because I just recommend not using it at all. But some of you may not be happy with the jumping controls, you know, with flicking the nunchuck upwards like this. Because I will agree with you, it's a stupid way to jump. Having to, you know, move your nunchuck like that every time you have to jump, that can tire out your arms really fast. I mean, that's like a wrist killer pretty much. However, what the game does not tell you is that you can simply press the Z button on the nunchuck and you will jump. That's it. You don't have to flick the nunchuck like the game tells you to. Why they don't tell you about the alternate control for jumping, I have no clue at all. Like, you lost me there if you're trying to figure out, you know, why they didn't explain that, because it really would have, you know, made people like this game a bit more if there was a way around the controls, but really, I don't get it. So that's it. I pretty much explained, you know, how to get past the bad controls. If you guys struggle with any of the other controls, let me know, and I might be able to tell you ways to get past those, because let me tell you, I keep on saying that over and over again. It's not like I have like some kind of catchphrase for every LP that I say over and over again. And this time it's like, let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you. I keep saying that over and over again. Jeez. Okay, so we got some new enemies right here. These are bees, and really, again, I'd recommend the long-range combat for these guys, because you're pretty much guaranteed to take a hit. Now, the difference between killing these guys, killing the bees, I should say, and the regular enemies is that they do not drop hearts, so if you can just simply avoid them, that'd be the easiest thing to do, and also the fastest thing to do. And look at that, we've already got 5 plutonium, so only 3 remain. Whoopee, and we've also got a checkpoint over there, so let's go get it before we die, which really there's a slim chance of that happening, because I've got plenty of health under my belt here. Okay, so moving on. I hope this is... Okay, this is definitely a new room, because you can tell by the rotating cookies around the center thing. Yeah, that's another thing people complain about, is the graphics in this game. Like, for some reason, like, this game is not widescreen supported, which is kind of weird, because that's kind of what, you know, that's a good thing to have when you're making a game for the Wii. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. But, that's not... Really, the graphics aren't really something I, you know, talk about, because graphics, again... If you guys have known me for long enough, you would know that I really don't care about graphics in the game. And if it does seem like I do sometimes, then I apologize about that, because really, when it comes to video games, I do not care about graphics. I don't care how a game looks. That's why I'm so into, you know, old games and stuff like that. So, anyways... Oh yeah, that's another thing you can do to fix the camera. If you're struggling with the camera... You can actually turn on the cursor, even though I told you to turn it off. But if it's doing that while you have the cursor on, turn it off. And if it's just doing it when you don't have it on, just like point it up like this if you want to move the camera down, and point it down if you want to move the camera. You get the idea. You can control the camera using the cursor move. That's basically how it is. Okay, so only 2 more plutoniums to go. And it's only been 9 minutes into the video. So again, these levels are, well, at least the Lollipop Forest. We know the Lollipop Forest is, you know, pretty short level at this point. And, oh, I see a plutonium over there. Hooray for glitching. Well, I shouldn't say glitching, because maybe they intend you to be able to see it. I don't know. Well, let's just go in this direction, then hopefully we'll get to that, wherever that plutonium is in whatever room. And I see it over there in this room, okay. Alright, so we just need to jump our way up to the top of these things. And we should be able to get to it, no problem. No questions asked, no strings attached. I don't know why I had to say all three of those things, but whatever. I don't know, like, even then, sometimes you might struggle with the jump, but, you know, even knowing the alternative way to control the jumps, but still, it's just, I don't know, it just shouldn't be as bad as long as you're not trying to flick your, you know, your left arm up and down over and over again, because that can't be good for your arm if I'm correct, because, I don't know. I'm pretty certain if you move your arm like that all the time, it's not going to be good for your wrist, I'm just saying. And for some reason, he kind of moved there without, you know, without me moving the control stick, so I don't know what happened there. But really, when I first played through this game on the, you know, the day I picked up this game, when I played through it the first time, I really didn't struggle that much. And to be honest, I was expecting to struggle a lot after seeing all the reviews, but, you know, for some reason I didn't, so, eh. Yeah, I guess meh is all I can really say about that. You know, it's not that I don't, you know, don't agree with what the reviewers had to say. I do agree with them on the, you know, the bad, you know, the bad length of that. But, you know, other than that, there's just not really much to complain about. Okay. I mean, besides the length, of course. And I think this is actually the last room, because I don't think we've been to this checkpoint, or have we? Well, the only thing I can think of now at this point is if the last plutonium is not in this room, then I'm pretty sure I'm just getting lost already, which is not a good sign. Because this is probably the second level right here that you're in. It's the level that most people quit this game at, because they get sick of, you know, dealing with all this crap and stuff. But, you know, as long as you learn how to control this game right, then you can actually, like, do it just fine. But again, I'm not saying this is a good game. I'm definitely not by any means saying that. And but I'm also not by any means saying this is a horrible game. I mean, again, I agree with the whole video length thing being bad, but whatever. Just whatever. Okay, so we got another checkpoint right here. I don't know if I'm just reusing checkpoints, because if that's the case, then I probably am lost. Because, oh wait, no, we haven't seen this room yet. Yeah, we haven't seen this. And this, my friends, is the whole reason you're collecting the plutoniums, right here. Whenever you see this in a level, in the 3 levels of this game, that means that you have to keep note of where this is and return to it after you collected all plutoniums. Because, you know, as you may have noticed, the game is actually showing you, you know, the plutoniums being placed in the machine. And basically what this machine is, it's a teleporter. And once you collect the last plutonium, which I just did, then it will be activated and it will take you to the next level. All you have to do is just walk right into it, and there you go. Off to the next level you go. So, with that, everyone, we have now reached it to the end, finished off the Lollipop Forest. And so, next time on Let's Play Ninjabread Man, we will take on the second level, and I can't remember what it's called, but we'll see when we get there, okay? So, see you guys then. Thanks for watching episode 2, Let's Play Ninjabread Man.